weekends. She helps me out with money.
He pays for my car insurance, my car, my phone bill.
They're even moving their other half in.
My parents went away for 3.5 weeks, so I moved him in.
So what happens when they have to move out and fend for themselves?
Oh my lord.
We're giving young couples the chance to find out.
I'm scared of everything going wrong, really.
I didn't ask for that. I asked to wash out liquid.
Will they relish their freedom?
I'm so excited!
Or push each other to breaking point?
I'm just saying, we need more money.
We don't have more money.
Has someone stolen £20?
I haven't taken the £20.
Will they move out for good?
Maybe it's time I've got to say goodbye. I don't know.
Or run home to the hotel of Mum and Dad?
Right, guys, what's your decision now?
You sell it.
Meet Jack, 20, and Olivia, 19, our odd couple from Norwich, who've been together a year.
Met on Facebook. He sent me a really cheesy voice note, which I won't go into because nobody wants to hear that.
I think you're really pretty. Will you buy me a Nando's? I ain't got much money. And then Liv was just like, yeah, all right then. So I was just like, well, that worked.
And his seductive patter paid off. Comedian Jack and care assistant Liv have been a headline double act ever since.
Mine and Jack's relationship is very much like a mother and child because he's so crazy and I'm so sensible.
Do you want any of my hot dog?
I definitely love how Jack makes me laugh without fail, even in an argument.
I am romantic.
No, you're not.
I am. Liv just puts up with me and, yeah, she's just really nice. Like, she's probably the most caring person I know.
It's a good combination, though, because sometimes I forget how to have fun. I'm too sensible, and then he brings out the fun side in me again.
And it wasn't long before that fun was on tap 24/7.
You've got a catch, you have.
When Jack moved in with Liv and her mum Sarah.
I like having Olivia and Jack around the house depending on what day of the week it is. it's entertaining and it's good fun, so...
Pass the pass. I think the reason that I stay here a lot is for an easier life, really.
Cheers, Sarah.
Easy is an understatement.
Jack doesn't give me any money to live here, but he kind of pays his way in laughs. I guess because I enjoyed that, I don't really think about him being a bit of a freeloader, really. He can blag it.
But she pays a hefty price for those laughs.
Sarah pretty much does everything, doesn't she?
Yeah. If you want a job done, do it yourself. I do the cooking, I do the cleaning, I do the washing up, I do the wiping up.
If we were 13 years old, it'd be exactly the same as how it is now.
The only one thing she won't do for us is the washing.
I do think sometimes with Jack and Olivia, they're quite immature. So who did eat my goat's cheese tart last night, by the way?
Me?
OK.
While Olivia gives her mum £150 a month to put up with them, Jack doesn't pay a thing. And that's not the only reason he has to smile. He also gets to make people laugh for a living.
I just make stupid little internet videos, put them online, and for some reason get paid for doing so. Hello, it's me, Jack, mate, and today I'm talking about something that really is starting to piss me off.
Because he has his online persona who's a bit arrogant.
I'm talking about chavs.
Bit cocky.
The beautiful people.
Bit of a dickhead, really.
Chavs confuse me, they have their own special language. I just enjoy making videos, and the money is just a bonus that happened along the way.
It's a far cry from Liv's full-time job as a care assistant.
Our jobs are extremely different. He has to stand in front of a camera for an hour and act like an absolute head case, but I have to go into work. I have to look after the elderly people. At times, it is literally emotionally draining.
So Liv's ready more than ever to start looking after herself.
I definitely want to move out more than him. I want to become that adult and see what I can actually achieve on my own 2 feet rather than being spoon-fed or supported by other people.
So we're giving them both the chance to go it alone in a place of their own for 1 week. But I'm alright Jack is dragging his feet.
I've got the best of both worlds here, so it would be silly for me to move out. Like, I haven't got my actual mum nagging me, but I've got a mum-like character that does everything for me. So to give all that up and go and do it myself and pay more money to do it myself just seems a bit silly.
So Jack's got everything to lose, unlike Liv's mum, Sarah.
I think Mum would definitely love it if I moved out. Although, she'd miss me.
We are like friends, good friends, best friends really, I guess. I've got a good relationship with my daughter. But having adults live here is a different ball game. Your electricity, your washing, your food, everything is just that much more. And I do sometimes think it would be so nice just to have like a little one-bedroom place just for me.
Thanks, Mum.
But before that can happen, Jack and Olivia need to see if they can live together. And already, they seem to want different things.
I definitely want to test mine and Jack's relationship. I'd quite like to see whether, if we moved out, whether our relationship would grow stronger or whether it would sort of break down a bit because he can't cope with the sort of responsibility and being an adult.
It'd be like Jack's fun house, just me wanting to live up 24/7.
A bit of a Peter Pan syndrome, really. He doesn't want to grow up.
So that's our funny man-child and his grown-up girlfriend in Norwich. And in Essex, we have high school sweethearts Ellie Rose and Mitchell. They're both 18 and have been together for over a year and a half.
And we met when we was in school, but we didn't really like each other then. But like one side of the tree was for like all the alternative kind of people, and the other side of the tree was where I used to hang out with like my friends.
She was in a relationship, and sometimes she'd come in like with red hair, brown hair, dark orange tan. So I wasn't really interested.
I sort of changed from being all orangey and horrible into being like cow.
After ditching the orange glow, they quickly went from chalk and cheese to peas in a pod and developed a mutual passion.
When it comes to sci-fi, I like pretty much everything. You can say I'm bisexual.
I'm bisexual too.
Once Mitch set his phasers to stun, there was no turning back for this beauty and her geek.
My relationship with Mitchell is strange. I think I'm mainly attracted to Mitchell because he's so overconfident.
I used to be a ladies' man, like back in school, but I think I'm losing my touch, but I think that's because I'm engaged.
Things moved at warp speed for the sci-fi sweethearts. They were engaged within months. And before she knew it, only child Ellie had moved in with Mitch, Mitch's mum Chris, and a tribe of siblings. It's an arrangement that suits Mum.
Having my children at home is thrilled to me. They're my life.
As much as it suits Mitch.
My mum does my cooking. What's for dinner? My laundry, my ironing.
You got any dirty washing, mate? Bring it down.
She cleans everything in the house apart from my room, but Ellie does that.
He's a massive mummy's boy.
And I love doing things for him. Oh, it's what it's all about, though, being a mum. No point in having a family if you don't value each other.
Thank you.
But Mum's family values are keeping Mitch tied to her apron strings and Ellie trapped in their hectic home.
Usually you've got Mitchell playing his guitar, the baby screaming, the dog barking. It's just really uncomfortable.
Sometimes Ellie gets in this random mood where she just wants to clean everything.
Sometimes I do feel that Chris's house does need a good scrub.
Don't look no different anyway, so I'm finished. You can scrub away as much as you like, babe, I ain't to stop you.
Ellie's desperate to let loose her domestic goddess in a home of their own.
I would absolutely love to get our own place. It'd be so much fun.
So, we're going to give them both a chance to boldly go where they haven't gone before, a place of their own for one whole week. But Mummy's boy Mitch isn't ready to move.
Come on, Mitchell.
I don't think it's that important moving out to get our own space because my mum leaves us alone, like, in my room at my own house. I think Ellie might want to move out more than I do because she's more grown up than me.
But neither of them are grown up when it comes to money.
Mine and Mitchell's financial situation is pretty poor.
Both full-time students, Mitch lives off his student loan and Ellie lives off her dad.
I do try to get Mitchell to save some money, but when it comes to certain items that he really, really wants, it's virtually impossible.
I've got an Xbox, a Nintendo Wii, a 3DS, and I might be buying PS3. So I love games. That's what I do pretty much all day. Games are my life.
And Mitchell is Mum's life, so letting go of her youngest is gonna be hard.
Billy and Mitchell went, yeah, I would miss him terribly. Selfish, isn't it, really? I could live on my own, to be honest.
My mum's told me that she doesn't want me to move out. I can't stay at her house all my entire life, so... But I think she's going to miss me quite a lot. She's going to miss all the things she does for me.
I don't think they're quite ready for it yet, to be honest. Maybe another 8 months, 2 years. That might be wrong.
It looks like neither Mum nor Mitch are ready for the move. Can Ellie get her way and win independence for the both of them?
Oh my God, if I could actually convince Mitchell to move out permanently, I would be very, very shocked. Especially if it came within the next, year, I would be gobsmacked.
So, we've got two boys refusing to grow up. One Peter Pan funny man from Norfolk.
I've got the best of both worlds here, so it would be silly for me to move out.
And one Mummy's boy from another dimension.
My mum does my cooking, my laundry, my ironing.
Will their girlfriends succeed on their mission to blast away from the mothership and transform their boys to men?
Well, this is the first time in 19 years that I've gone a whole night with no TV.
I just don't know if I'm in love with her. All right, Mum.
We're giving both couples the money they need to try renting a place of their own for a week, but it's the same budget they would have if they were going it alone for real. To work that out, Jack and Olivia have to face their finances, and it's not pretty.
Jack's bank statements would probably reveal a lot of takeaways.
Nando's, Tesco, McDonald's.
A lot of pubs, I'd say.
Delaney's Irish Bar, Delaney's Irish Bar.
So he can spend it, but can he earn it?
And how much do you earn?
It varies all the time. I don't even know. I'll check it now.
It was 427 because I just remembered.
My most recent payment.
Yeah.
427.
It's roughly half of what Olivia earns as a carer, so he's going to have to pull his finger out and make more videos. The more clicks, the more cash.
If I actually made a video every week, as I'm supposed to, it'd be £7.
Yeah.
So put that down, yeah?
£6.50 a month. It's not bad, is it?
No.
With Jack's video money and Olivia's full-time job, the couple have a total of £300 for the week.
Yeah, that is good.
What about full-time students Ellie and Mitch?
Let's do a column of how much each of us spends.
Ellie is determined to go it alone, but Mitch's only income is his student finances.
And do you like a grand total at the bottom and Sue spends less?
It's gonna be you.
As well as his game-buying habit,
£55, and that's for one man who games.
Mitchell is feeding his entire family.
You shed loads of food
Yeah,
and stuff. Let's
that's
say
about
about
right.
£2.50.
Lots of food to last over a period of 2 months, and that's for everyone in the house.
I think Mitchell gets about £3,000. I think that's every 4, possibly 5 months. Out of that, he gives me 500.
I'm glad helping Mum out with her bills because she's done everything she can to raise me up like how I am, so I'm just repaying the favour.
That's 60.
But it's the other way around for Ellie, who is completely funded from the bank of Dad.
He pays for my car insurance, my car, my phone bill, magazines. It's quite easy to get money from my dad, yeah. If I need money, I just tell him and he'll sort of dip into the magic pocket and get some money out.
Thanks to Dad paying for everything, Ellie barely has to spend a penny, and together they have £295 for the week.
I think it's because my parents don't expect me to help out with, money. So to hear Mitchell giving so much money into the family, into his mum, kind of makes me feel a bit like, sort of being robbed of your cash a little bit. I haven't tasted any of your cooking except
It's just like payment.
So I mean, you're virtually paying the rent on a small flat per month to my family.
My mum does everything for me, so I don't mind.
But this week, Ellie has persuaded Mitchell to prioritise moving over his mum as she takes him to see a flat in Basildon.
We don't get much money between us at all, but I would rather use that to get a really tiny place that we could call our own than stay living at Mitchell's.
I love the colour scheme of this kitchen.
There's ample plug sockets.
And Olivia takes Jack to check out a pad in Norwich.
Look at the kitchen.
It's proper student-y as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got everything
Yeah.
you need. There's all your stuff here. This is your area, Liv. I've got a feeling that I'm going to be sitting here for quite a long time.
While Jack stamps his territory, Ellie does an inspection of hers.
A little bit of fluff. I'll get rid of that after.
Both couples declare the flats fit for purpose.
I can't wait to actually move in.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I've not took into consideration.
What?
This is small already. How small it's going to look when it's got all your shit in it?
Whoa! Where am I going to put my shoes?
In the bin.
That's a really good idea, Jack. Put her shoes in the bin.
Yeah, obviously the sex life's going to be a lot better because there's not other people you've got to worry about.
Is that a promise?
Yes, well, maybe. Won't just have to be in one room either.
But Jack's still blowing hot and cold over the whole idea.
I'm not going in totally stubborn, like, oh, it's not going to work.
No.
But at the end of the day, I've still got them doubts that I had originally.
Yeah.
And I think the only thing that's going to clear them up is actually spending time here and seeing if it is better than I expected.
It's going to be a big test for both our couples. And on move day, Olivia and Jack seem to be already losing marks for bickering.
There's not enough room in this
You don't need
room.
to take anything else, Liv.
Yes, I do. I've got no underwear in there. You do not know what a female needs.
What am I forgetting?
Bed sheets.
You can sort that though, can't you?
They're in the airing cupboard if you'd like to get them.
I don't know where that is. Shit, you got to take your TV as well. Oh.
Well, rather than you moaning, why don't you let me pack stuff and you be loading the car up, Drip? Do you not think that would be better?
Sure.
Your attitude is a chore.
Let's just stay here.
Let's just shut up.
They're not off to a great start, and with their relationship on trial this week, Liv's nervous about the couple's odds.
It is quite scary to test your relationship like this, definitely, because it's quite a big thing, isn't it, moving out? And it makes me wonder, because we've always been a couple at our parents' house, how we'll get on just living us two, doing what we want with our own sort of choices.
Are you nearly done now, Liv?
No, I haven't got my shoes!
Now it's got real, and we're actually moving out today, it's hit me a bit, and I think it's just going to have to be a waiting game, just wait and see. It's going to either go really well or the total opposite.
While Jack and Olivia face a week of uncertainty, Mitchell's mum knows for sure that she'll miss her son like mad, but at least she can send him off well fed.
Tea bags and sugar, some pasta and sauces, bread rolls, sausages, turkey leg roast, burgers.
You all ready to go then?
Almost, I think.
And Mum's not forgotten Ellie.
I have a whole bag of cleaning supplies at the moment that Chris has given me.
And some stuff Chris maybe doesn't know about.
Just some provisions for the week.
Meanwhile, Mum Chris is putting on a brave face.
Looking forward to it, El?
Yeah. I've taken post-it notes so Mitchell can know what he's doing wrong. I'll put them up where he does it wrong.
I think my mum might get a bit teary after I leave.
But Mum isn't the only one needing delicate handling today. There's also Mitch's other love.
The TV will go in the back seat wrapped in the
Yeah.
covers. I put the sheets on the back seat.
Here's my TV and probably the most important thing of the week.
All right then.
I'll see you soon.
Don't let him get away with nothing.
Oh, I won't.
Starts to meet to go on. All right. Don't upset the neighbours.
I won't. I'm a nice man. Right, you definitely got leads for the Xbox.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Don't panic.
For Mitch, life without his TV leads is hardly worth living. Even more unthinkable for Mum, life without Mitch.
You are coming back, in ya? Maybe it's time I've got to say goodbye. Hope not. Eh, what can you do? Long as it's all rational.
Mwah.
Love you. But they know they can always come home.
While Chris watches her boy fly the nest, Jack and Olivia are ruffling each other's feathers as they begin their week-long road test.
You hit me once, I hit you back. You gave a kick, I gave a slap. You smashed a plate over my head, then I set fire to our bed.
Jack, you've got glass in your suitcase.
Yeah, I know. It's the worst TV in the world. You brought all them?
Yeah, I might want to watch a lot of films. And they're all the most girliest, soppiest, mushy ones that I could think of.
And if death by rom-com isn't enough to strike fear into Jack's heart,
Try and make the hot water work.
Oh, what? Just mess around.
a broken boiler might.
Well, you're the man. Do something decent.
I've got no idea what this is. I'm just messing around with some buttons. Is that hot?
No.
No.
I want the hot water.
That's going to work now.
Right.
Is that not even on?
What wasn't?
The whole thing on the wall.
No, we turned it on there already.
That's all me, that, isn't it?
And the next problem?
We didn't bring towels.
No,
Did we?
no. We have to buy some, won't we?
Oh, great. Never bought a towel in my life.
With no water, no towels, and non-stop squabbling, it could be a long week.
I don't know where to put all my shoes, Jack.
Don't know where you brought them all.
Because I'm a girl. I need shoes.
Maybe they can agree on how to spend their money.
So how much have we got here then? 200, 220, 225.
Right, okay, so we need to take out
To
household
spend,
bills.
whatever we want.
No, take out your household bills.
Or maybe not.
For what? Is that everything? Because if we're going to get chips, we might as well just pop some chili.
Yeah, and what, and waste money when you could buy a pack of
I'm
potatoes
just
and
thinking,
do
like,
it for the week.
Don't worry about the week, like, just worry about now.
No, you need to do it for the week, Jack. We don't have much money.
Yeah, we might just eat out every day.
No.
These two can't agree on anything. And to make matters worse, they work out they have just £25 a day to live.
Sure.
Next on the list of grown-up things to tackle, cooking.
Dip in the rice and return to the boil. Stir once, then reduce the heat. This is getting pretty much done, and the rice isn't even in yet.
Please tell me you've done the chicken first.
No.
What, you just threw it all in?
Yeah.
Are you joking? Fucking hell.
And Liv steps in to save the day.
Why have you got a ladle?
I have no idea what a ladle is.
Ha!
That's a spoon.
That's not a fucking spoon.
It is. Quite a big moment, yeah?
Yep.
Achievement,
Yeah.
is it?
Well, we've sort of successfully cooked a meal. We got there in the end.
Well, you successfully
Yeah.
cooked it. I sort of just faffed around a bit.
So
at
we've
that.
successfully done our first food shop for the house.
What next, the baby?
Wait, no. I don't do children.
Chicken tonight, babies tomorrow. While Jack shocks Olivia with signs of maturity, Mitchell has taken his first steps towards manhood. He's moved in with the love of his life.
I've got my TV.
Oh, and his girlfriend.
I've got some incense sticks so it doesn't smell in here until we get some air freshener sorted.
Then it's down to business. They have just £20 a day to live on. So, how will they spend it?
Cinema one night. Out for dinner one night. And this can be used for emergencies.
Emergency cash.
Yeah, so we can go with that. How much do you think we need for food?
We'll put 60 aside.
Or maybe 40, and then put change with it.
Okay.
'Cause if we have a lot more money on us, we're going to be tempted to spend more.
So, time to freeze their assets.
I'm definitely more responsible with money than Mitchell. If he sees something he wants, he'll go and buy it. So if he doesn't know whereabouts and just hidden it, then it's all good. And he won't spend it when we need it.
It's Mitch's first night away from home, and as they settle down in front of the much-loved television, they make a horrible discovery. Ellie's forgotten to pack the TV leads.
Well, we haven't got TV to watch, so I don't know what we're going to do.
That means I was going to apologise for forgetting.
And things are tense for both couples, because in Norwich, Jack the lad's transformed into a grumpy old man, putting tonight's housewarming party under threat.
I can't really be bothered to have a party. I never thought I'd say that in my life. But I actually can't be bothered.
It's the old age.
Yeah, no, it's just like... Because I will not be asked to clean up tomorrow.
Like it'd be you cleaning up anyway.
Cut me some slack. Oh, yeah.
It's like they've been married for 100 years, which may explain last night's lack of passion.
We was watching The Shawshank Redemption last night, and I think Liv was asleep before he even goes in prison. The whole film is set in a prison. If this is your idea of foreplay, then I don't want to know, right? That's never a turn on. You do that weird throat thing in your sleep, because that's scary, that is. Wake up and you're going...
Well, there's no chance of a snooze fest tonight, because it's party time.
Day 2 in our own place, and it is good. Yeah, it's really good.
Drinks are flowing, just having a bit of a party, just playing FIFA. I'm sure that'll get a bit more exciting as the alcoholic units start getting consumed.
The couple blew £70 of their budget on booze for their mates, but Jack's keeping his fun to a minimum.
Even though I say it's relaxed, I'm still sort of on my toes a bit because I don't want like the whole place to just get trashed. I feel like I'm a bit of an adult, which I don't want to be. I do just want to get drunk.
While Jack is wrestling with his new mature side. Back in Basildon, Mitchell is still struggling with the events of last night.
Well, this is the first time in like 19 years that I've gone a whole night with no TV. So that was quite stressful, quite new to me. Before we left, I asked if Eddie packed the lead for the TV, and she said she did, so I didn't bother looking for it, and it turns out she didn't pack it.
But every cloud has a silver lining.
This morning he done the washing up for me without me having to ask, which is really nice.
Yummy. I cooked some food, and I'm learning some new stuff.
It's all like well and good now at the moment while we've not got the TV working, but I think probably once we pick up the power lead this afternoon, it's probably going to go straight back to normal.
Despite his TV trauma, Mitch has had an overnight revelation about independent life.
Living with Eddie could be quite easy. It's not as hard as everyone's been saying it would be. I think my mum might be wanting me overly too much because she wants me to stay at home. Really tempted to like go to the bank, get my student bank card with a £2,000 overdraft, interest-free, and just put a upfront cost payment fee and just move in.
I think my plot to get Mitchell to move out permanently is going well, actually. So I think he's like really into it now that he's seeing like he's got a little taste of it.
So while Ellie thinks she knows what's good for Mitch, Mitch knows exactly what he wants. Those TV cables. So it's straight back to Mum's.
Well, this is all I came for. It's the lead for TV. So now we can play games and watch TV.
Cable sorted, it's time for another housewarming party. The guests have brought the booze, so it's time to turn up the music and break out the games console. So that's another party overtaken by computers and drunk boys.
I'm quite pissed. So. It's going good for me.
But is Ellie enjoying her freedom as much?
10 past 12, and I'm already really tired because I've not slept very well. I've been non-stop cleaning as well. And everyone's still full of loads of energy, so I feel like a proper old lady.
Get Ellie to hold your mic as you sing.
Yeah, Mitch was happy. He had me posing as a mic stand for a while, and then I was his drink spender while he was drumming.
While Mitch throws himself into independent life, Ellie is a bit preoccupied.
Oh, if someone vomits, I don't know, I'll probably end up putting bleach down the toilet whilst their head's still in there.
And seeing Mitch so happy is making Ellie think about how to make this permanent.
I think Mitch was loving like the whole freedom thing and the party thing a lot. And I know he definitely wants to stay here afterwards, but he just has to like find the courage to be honest with his mum about it, because obviously like he feels a little bit guilty about leaving her and stuff because she got upset yesterday.
So while Ellie watches Mitch have fun in Essex, it looks like Jack was the only one having all the laughs at his housewarming too.
Jack's still in bed. I'm always up a little bit earlier than him. Jack decided to cook chicken goujons last night around 4 o'clock in the morning and drink a Red Bull. That's what they turned out like.
So, did Liv get to enjoy herself?
The party was alright. I did have fun, but because obviously it is at our place, I was a bit worried about like things getting broken or damaged. I thought it would be me like tidying up all of the beer bottles laying around and all the rubbish laying around in the morning. But sort of got some of that out of the way last night, and Jack helped me as well, which I was quite surprised about. He was quite sensible last night. I thought, wow, never seen this side of you before.
But neither of them were that sensible because the party sunk a big chunk of their budget.
We We went out and obviously we bought the alcohol, so yesterday we spent more than what we would have usually. Slightly concerned about our budget really. We've got about £50, maybe a little bit less, to last us the week, which I guess isn't too bad, but obviously then if that goes on food, we don't have enough money to sort of like do what we want, like go out or drink or whatever.
While Liv heads off for the day to her grand's, Jack finally regains consciousness.
Yeah, not feeling the best today. Maybe it's the pressures of being an adult now.
And the pressure is clearly having an effect, because with just 10 quid a day to live on, Jack's worrying about earning more money.
I reckon it is a big eye-opener. Like, the fact that you have got your own place, it does make me want to start doing more stuff.
But will doing more stuff mean cranking his comedy career up a gear?
I think if I did have my own place, I would just automatically make more videos, and then that would earn me more money in itself, because I feel more responsible in having a place. That might sort of inspire me in a way to sort of get a car and sort of just do other things. I can sort of go to London and pursue sort of more work up there and stuff.
Feeling motivated, Jack is spurred on by a pep talk from Dad Steve and partner Sue.
So you're coping all right then, yeah?
I think so. That's obviously been 2 days, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, early days.
You're skint already.
Pretty much.
Keen to move his career on, Jack's come up with a plan.
Just between us, I might have a stand-up gig on Wednesday.
Yeah? What's that?
Local pub just round the corner. It's an open mic, mate.
I think it's a good idea for you to take this gig.
Now he's thinking more long-term, Jack talks it through with Liv.
I spend a lot of my time alone thinking about where I'm going to end up, what I'm going to do. Because obviously with the job that I've got now, just making online videos, that's not a safety. Like, you can't just do that forever.
But it might come at a price.
Because obviously Liv's going to be situated in Norwich quite a lot for like a considerable amount of time, because that's where her job is. She likes what she does, and she'll probably get a career here and sort of be a bit more sensible, whereas I'll probably try my luck elsewhere and chase my dreams in London.
Well, when you say, I want to go to London, I want to do this, when you don't mention anything about me there, I think, well, you don't want me there.
But you wouldn't just want to follow me around, would you? And go wherever I go.
But have you ever said to me, if I moved to London, Liv, would you be willing to come?
Yeah, because I wouldn't want to drag you there.
Yeah, but it's not dragging if you asked me if I wanted to. I could quite easily say, no, I don't want to.
You shouldn't alter what you want to do in the future because of a current relationship.
You're a bit of a head case, aren't you?
No.
While things look shaky for Jack and Olivia, Ellie and Mitch are all loved up.
We need to clean and get rid of the evidence.
After a hard night's partying from Mitch,
Look at this from last night.
That's disgusting.
it's now Ellie's turn to have some fun,
I just like waking up in a tidy place, though.
in her own unique way.
Even the chair's a little bit sticky in places, like on the sides of the poles there. Yeah, so far Mitch has been quite helpful cleaning up. He's done exactly what I asked him to do without hesitating, which is really, really weird. He's helping out a lot more here than he does at his mum's house. I think in comparison to Mitchell's mum's house, I run a pretty tight ship for a little bit. And plus I'm a little bit more up on my cleaning than Chris. She's a bit more relaxed about it.
With the house scrubbed to within an inch of its life, it's off to the cinema. The couple are bang on budget for the week so far, thanks to some penny-pinching tricks.
We're about to get some really cheap sweets, so we don't have to pay extortionate prices for cinema sweets. And we're trying to do it in under £10, including the ticket.
Right, thank you. With cheap sweets and a 2-for-1 ticket to a zombie movie, it's mission accomplished.
You'll be all right.
So, as an extra little treat, it's off to the seaside.
We spent about £13 today.
So far.
Yeah. Ellie's been spending more than me. Even though it's just like £1 on a magazine,
£1 on a nail varnish, yeah.
But you're been spending.
Yeah, I'm finding it hard to kick my magazine and nail polish habit at the moment.
Although yesterday when we went to the market, I did want to buy a game.
Yeah, I mean, you did want to buy a game.
But I didn't. I did a sensible thing.
Yes, you did.
So they're proving sensible with money, but if they want to stay independent, they are going to need to make some big changes.
I want to get a job more than ever now to actually be able to afford living in that place.
Yeah.
We can afford it with my student finance and if I get a job. And then we have some extra spending money as well, so we don't have to live on a tight budget.
But leaving home would also mean leaving Mitch's mum. How would she cope?
She don't have to worry about cooking for me.
Doesn't have to worry about my awkward dietary needs for dinners.
Yeah, and she don't have to, like, spend extra cash on food, so she will have more money for herself.
Yeah.
And then she can go out, she can have fun, she can start living her life properly.
But is freedom something Mum Chris actually wants?
Quite bucket for the first couple of days. I'm used to cooking up 6, 7 dinners. It's gone down to 1 or 2 and it confuses me, to be honest, because I still feel like I'm cooking for an army. No, it's horrible. like losing the right arm or something, and because him being my baby.
But while her baby is working out if he wants to go home, Jack and Olivia might not be going anywhere together.
What we got left?
Around £30, I think.
There's only 2 days left, they're living on the breadline, and Jack's in a foul mood.
This place is too small to do anything. That's pissing me off, yeah? And my key doesn't work in that door. And then I try turning the TV off and the remote. Oh, the batteries don't work in the remote. Then I put the PlayStation on and, oh, the internet connection keeps dying. I can't be fucked anymore. I like the responsibility, but then I don't like the effort. Do I?
You don't really like anything unless it's easy for you. What else do you really expect when you move out? It's not going to be always fun and games, is it? It's like, you've got to live your adult life. You've got to deal with things like that.
All right, Mum.
Comments like, all right, Mum, I just think, just at your age, you're 20, everything is getting on his nerves, pretty much. And I think, yeah, you're actually starting to get on my nerves.
Before we moved in together, if Liv had to go and do any sort of grown-up stuff, sort of like buy food or any of that, then I'd just let her get on with it. But now we're here together, I kind of feel like I have to go and be part of that.
He's nowhere near ready to grow up or become an adult or to even move out.
I know how immature I sound and how stupid I sound, but I do actually like my lazy lifestyle and that. All right, I need a job, everyone needs a job, but as far as I'm concerned, I've done all right for 20 years. Why can't I just carry it on?
The reality of living together is forcing the couple to confront some tricky truths about their relationship.
So no, I haven't ever said to Liv, I love you.
I'd feel really happy if he actually did turn around and say it to me, but it's not going to happen. It's a bit of a fairy tale, really, isn't it?
I just don't know if I'm in love with her, but I'm not ruling out the possibility of one day doing that.
It definitely does make me wonder how he feels about the future and if he's serious about it, yeah.
Desperate to get things back on track, Liv offers an olive branch and takes Jack to the seaside.
So we're going to go to the Chroma.
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
When there's no sun.
Yeah.
Just to get fish and chips.
Yeah. And have a little walk. What's wrong with that?
So, okay.
It's called romance, Jack.
Okay, well, I wouldn't know.
But once they arrive, they're met by a stunning sunset, enough to melt the heart of love's greatest cynic.
Look at that. What are you doing?
Taking a picture?
Of what?
You?
I'm very glad we came tonight.
Me too.
And the love kick starts again.
I'm going to sound really cliche here, but it is kind of been ups and downs, and one minute I feel like I want to stay, then I don't, then I do, then I don't. I really have experienced every sort of emotion that I can. But if this week was a make or break kind of week, then I don't think it's broken it, do you?
Not at all.
No. So it's just made us more independent.
Yeah.
It made us actually realise, oh, we could actually move out if we wanted to.
But it's just nice having your own room, your own space, your independence, and to actually feel like an adult and think, do you know what, I can do this. I don't have to be mollycoddled and I don't have to be spoon-fed. I can do what I need to do.
So while Jack and Olivia kiss and make up over chips on a bench, Mitch and Ellie have had a taste of freedom and they're hungry for more. So Ellie's starting her job hunt by going for a day's work experience at a local salon.
So far this morning I've done my hair twice, changed my outfit twice, and now I'm just painting my nails so they look nice if I have to touch anybody's hair at all.
Ellie dreams of owning her own makeover salon, but right now paying for a roof over their heads is the priority.
If I could get them to like me at this salon, then it's quite likely that they might want to take me on as their apprentice. Okay, I'm ready now.
Good luck.
Time for love's young dream to tear themselves away.
Me and Mitchell as well, I know that I'm not my own with most things like I used to be. He's like really chipping in and stuff. So I think it's making us a bit stronger because like I can really appreciate things he does for me now.
While Ellie is in her element with the cleaning products, Mitch steps in as housewife. Nice outfit, Mitch. Work over, and Ellie's suffering some side effects of the profession.
I've got a really achy jaw because I've been smiling at everybody. I'm smiling at all the clients and the staff, and especially the manager because he says he likes how smiley I am. Today's experience has made me quite excited to get working eventually. But at the same time, it's sort of like opened my eyes a bit that it's not all fun and games working.
Now she wants to motivate Mitch too, so she goes to see her dad for a bit of advice.
I really wanted to get him away from Chris and like his family. She won't push Mitchell to do something that he doesn't want to do, which makes him so complacent with getting jobs and things, because she just lets him sit there and do nothing. It's like a kangaroo with their baby in their pouch. He's like almost a full-size kangaroo and she's still trying to fit him in there.
Well, Mitchell, obviously, as much as we like him and love him and all that, he has to get a job as well.
I know, yeah.
With, it doesn't have to be a great wage.
But when we're at Chris's, the thing is like all of his money goes like that because she needs this, she needs that.
You're lucky, you don't have to give us housekeeping.
No, because you and Mum earn a lot of money.
Well, we don't earn a lot of money, but we only get enough money to cover all our bills.
Yeah.
Whereas with Mitchell, his family, like they're all chipping together to pay for things and get a lot of them.
It's a reality check from Dad. Not everyone is as lucky as his daughter. And back in Norwich, Jack's learned that independence isn't going to fall at his feet either. So tonight he's doing a stand-up gig for free.
The dream outcome of tonight is just to do a gig for 4 or 5 minutes that just goes really, really smoothly, get lots of laughs, and just leave on a real buzz that makes me want to do more, because then hopefully the next time, or 3 or 4 shows down the line, I might be doing it for decent money.
If he can make a living on the local circuit, then it could be the answer to his and Olivia's problems. But with so much pressure, he's asked Liv not to come.
It's quite a big thing. He hasn't done a stand-up gig for a long time. So I guess he's quite nervous about it, really.
I don't want any of my mates to be there, or my girlfriend, or any of my family, just in case I totally do bum. I've got one mate coming who's sort of like, I know I can trust and stuff, and he's there just for sort of like moral support.
So his mate Stevie has stepped in as his wingman.
I've just got topics, I don't know any jokes. I've just got topics.
What if I'm the only person who laughs?
People who don't laugh at your jokes are more likely to want to have sex with you, so it's up to you if you laugh tonight, but if you don't...
Jack's fans that he has at the moment are quite young, and from what I've seen in there so far, it's a few burly men who have been chanting names and stuff, so I'm a bit worried for how they'll perceive his comedy, but hopefully he'll be able to rise to the occasion.
Most people do not smile until about 11:16 on a Monday morning. How precise is that as a fact? 11:16. Ironically, it's the same time that Jeremy Kyle finishes, so I'm glad that guy there got it.
Well, for his first gig, I think he did very well. I couldn't get up there and do that at all, so I would definitely pat him on the back for that.
I thought it was very good. I mean, we don't get many comedians down here, but it was very entertaining. Made me chuckle a few times.
I think if you do anything that kind of either works or fails, you're glad that you've done it, because it's sort of like a life experience. So yeah, I'm glad that I've got the first one out of the way, and I think the more that I do, the less nervous I'll become, and the more cocky I can get, which means hopefully the funnier jokes I can pull out.
And the more money you can make. Looks like the week with Liv has given him the push that he needed.
Spending the week in the house has kind of made me want to just become more of an adult. I know that sounds cliche, but it's kind of made me want to go out and just see if I can sort of chase my dreams, see if I can pursue this comedy career. It's going to all depend on whether or not I'm less lazy after this.
But it's decision day tomorrow, so is this burst of energy too little too late? Mitch is taking no such risk. He's engaged in his quest to keep his independence.
This week has made me a lot more determined to actually get my house in gear, get a job, get steady income and move ahead.
Earlier in the week, Ellie was the driving force, but now Mitch is fully on board and ready to put the work in.
I've never worked in a jewellery shop, but it's a job, so I'm just going to call up an opticians. I'm just about to call a computer shop. I'm quite good at computers. I'm on the Empire Cinemas website to see if they've got any job vacancies down Basildon. It's going well, so I'm getting more and more confident every time I apply for a different job.
Pleased with his efforts, Mitch rewards himself by spending the evening shooting pool with some friends and Ellie's dad. Tomorrow he's landed some work experience that could be his dream job, so he definitely shouldn't cock it up. But the next morning...
Mitchell is in A&E because he thinks he might have fractured a part of his wrist. He just says that he whacked it off a piece of metal, which is not ideal because he was supposed to be going to his work experience today, and he was supposed to be at 10:30 and it's 10:30 now.
Mitch is released from hospital with a chipped bone.
This isn't the first impression I wanted to make, but I got drunk last night, so I think it's the best impression I can make.
But he's still determined to redeem himself, because a job like this doesn't get any better for Mitch.
Working in like a game shop would be a job that I'd actually enjoy, especially if I get discounts on games.
But he's already nearly an hour late.
It's actually 11:25.
Hey?
And now they're lost.
I feel sick, I've got a headache and I'm tired, so it's getting very stressful.
I'm about to take the third exit. He is doing that.
Ridiculously late, Mitch is going to have to pull something out of the bag.
Thank you. I was meant to be about 2 hours ago, but I'm really late.
What happened?
Well, yesterday I was just drinking with their father-in-law and then got really drunk and this happened.
Oh, sometimes honesty isn't the best policy, Mitch.
I'm really just looking for any sort of work to cover my arse for the next 2 years.
Mitchell's got a good love of games and films as well, which is always good for talking to customers.
Well, they're mixing both, like, the old classic ones to new, up-to-date ones.
He's the kind of guy that we look for, you know. He's enthusiastic, he's nice and friendly as well. You might have to start right at the bottom and then work your way up.
I've learned how to put movies in a right order, so...
Mitch is getting stuck in and making up for his bad start.
It's the first time it's made me actually feel like I'm actually working, so that's a good feeling. It weren't too challenging, but it weren't boring either, so yeah, I enjoyed it. Well, they told me to drop a CV in, so for like evening work and weekend work, so yeah, it's looking quite positive from them.
So, with Jack's brave step into stand-up...
How precise is that as a fact?
And Mitchell's first leap into the workplace...
This week has made me a lot more determined to actually get a job.
It looks like both our boys are finally growing up. But does it mean they'll move out with their girlfriends for good? First to make the big decision are Ellie and Mitch. It's the end of their road test and they're both surprised at their penny-pinching skills.
I was tempted to buy a Blu-ray and like a few games today, but I didn't, so...
And I've been tempted to buy some new leggings because I've got holes in all of mine. But we didn't.
We've still got about £16 left.
We've kept some money aside for our bills as well.
Yeah.
The week's proved the couple can be careful with cash and it's brought them closer together.
For me, I feel more comfortable to make like quite far ahead plans with Mitchell. Like now he's quite into living on his own. I know we can actually look into the future and sort of plan out whether or not we should move out.
Will they be able to sustain it long term?
Every time we've mentioned before moving out, everyone's been like, oh, it's so expensive, you won't be able to handle it. If we both decide to do full-time work or something, you can only really imagine the possibilities then.
But with no jobs yet, will a lack of cash force them back home? Before Mum Chris hears the couple's decision, she has a sneaky peek at how they cope throughout the week.
It seems to be fine, yay. Well, they're not glaring at each other, so yay. So very good at the minute. I've just been told, didn't I, there? I've never been compared to a kangaroo before, but now she's bang on, and that probably just summed me up. Trouble is, my pad shape big enough, because I don't feel near a swell. He looks happy enough, but a little bit, maybe he's getting a little bit homesick. Maybe it's beginning to hit him that he might be leaving home and going into the big wide world. No, I'm preparing myself, to be honest.
So, is Mitchell homesick, or is it Mum's wishful thinking?
Hey!
How you doing?
All right, darling. How's your wrist?
Not bad.
I must admit, watching you, I realise how grown up mature you are. Or seem to appear to be.
And Ellie's noticed a big change in her man too.
Well, this week's made me really happy to now I'm engaged to Mitch. I've seen him break the rock out a shell from like boy to man sort of thing. Like he can look after himself, he can look after me, he can look after the place. And that's more than I thought you could do.
So after this week, is your decision you're coming home or you're going?
Well, we've decided that we're going to come back for a little while whilst we get work.
And get a deposit sorted.
Yeah, we're aiming to get our own place by like end of the year or something.
Yeah.
Well, now I know I've been sweating all week, to be honest, because I thought to myself, oh my God, they ain't going to come back. But now I know you're coming back for 6 months, maybe at least, and to do things properly.
She might be relieved, but she also has conditions.
You are going to have to carry on the washing up and help cooking and the housework like you've been doing for the last week.
And a little surprise.
But if you can get a job by the end of the summer, I'll give you a little bonus to put towards your deposit for your flat. Okay. I'm relieved it's all over, knowing the fact they're not going to be going next weekend. They've enjoyed themselves. The experience has done them the world of good. It's done us all good, to be honest. It's made me realise how grown up he actually is.
I'm kind of excited going back to my mum's because it'll give me a chance to actually get a job and start saving for a deposit and bills and everything else we need.
The actual idea of us moving out permanently together, doing it right, begins from like the second we step back through that door at Chris's. It's job hunts, penny pinching, and just working really hard to get to my goal to move out by the end of the year.
So that's one couple on the right path to freedom. But now Jack and Olivia have to choose which path is right for them. This afternoon, they'll tell Olivia's mum whether they're coming back home or moving out for good.
Before the process started, Olivia was just really keen to move out anyway. Like, she's like very independent with her job and her car at the moment. So I knew that she'd be really, really sort of up for moving out permanently. And
He sort of seems to be toying with the idea. I thought he'd sort of be so stubborn, stuck in his way and be like, nah, can't do this. But he actually hasn't, which surprised me quite a lot.
whereas I was kind of like 20, 25%, and now I'm sort of 80. So I'm kind of keen as well, but it's just money. It's just money.
So, will money worries win over their new love of freedom? Before she hears their decision, Mum Sarah gets a glimpse of their roller coaster ride of a week.
Please tell me you've done the chicken first. What, you just threw it all in?
It's where his takeaways have got him, isn't it?
Time to find out if her daughter and Jack will be coming home.
So you two, how's your week been?
My week's been good.
So how did you get on with the finance side of it? Have you got any money left, or...?
We went a tenner over.
Really?
So that's only a tenner. But then again, that's only a week, so if you do that 4 times a month, that's 40 quid, that does add up.
Do you think you've learned any?
I've learned I could deal with moving out. I didn't think I'd ever be able to.
Because you literally did everything for us before the week, I thought that'd be silly to, like, give all that up and pay more money, but then we can do what, like, in the greatest respect, like, we can do it as well, can't we? Like.
But the big question is, who is the most mature out of what you saw?
100%. 100%.
Me?
100%. Sorry, Jack. So, after a week of this experience, what have you decided to do?
You gonna answer that one?
We're coming home. I just don't think we can afford it, to be honest. I would love to move out, but...
I think if you moved out at this moment in time with what you're both earning, it would put so much pressure on both of you.
Even though, like, we're going to come back, like, it's kind of, like, changed my perception so much that I kind of just want to, like, start taking my online stuff more seriously, trying to earn more money so that we can actually move out.
Yeah. I didn't think he'd want to move out. I thought this whole thing would, like, freak him out. He would never want to move out.
Now I want to. There's only one way we're going to do that, and it's if I make more money. So if that doesn't go to plan, then I'm going to try and get, like, a normal person's job.
Yeah.
But even a temporary return comes with some ground rules.
Right, I don't want all the crap left in your bedroom. By crap, I mean plates, mugs, cups, glasses, and takeaway rubbish. Food.
The best thing about this experience has just definitely been, like, having the independence and getting to spend quite a lot of time with just me and Jack.
Maybe if they revert back to their old habits, maybe it'll be me moving out. I'll go live with my mum.
The experience has just basically told me, look, you can do this if you want to. If you're just sensible and mature about it, you can actually get up and do it.
Next time on Hotel of Mum and Dad, we meet feisty Liverpudlian Rochelle and molly-coddled Sammy.
He's a mummy's boy.
Rochelle's desperate for them to move out, but